Yes, good morning. Today we will discuss about yesterday continuation topic ferromagnetic substance. To discuss the ferromagnetic substance, we have to discuss about domain theory. Domain theory. You see, what is the meaning of ferromagnetic substance? If you take any substance, if you place it that one in external magnetical field present, that material is strongly attracts that external magnetical field is calling as a ferromagnetic substance. And once you place that material in external magnetical field, it will becomes like a permanent magnet. Means after removal of the magnets also, that material is still continuing like a magnetic substance. That nature is calling as a ferromagnetic substance. That can be explained by domain theory. Once you see domain theory is what? You taken one of the solid substance you taken, see carefully. The solid substance will be divided into group of atoms like this, different regions. Okay. So now in each part what will be there? So many atoms will be there. The group of atoms only we are calling as a domains. Now in every atom electron will be there. They are having their own direction of the magnetic momentum. By combination of all its atoms, the magnetic momentum direction will be coming like this. For example, in this domain, the magnetic momentum will be like this. In this domain, the magnetic momentum direction will be like this. Means the resultant magnetic momentum directions are in order or random. Means this is happening in absence of external magnetical field. You are not applying any magnetical field, just you are taking the substance. Then what happening? Domains are having a random direction of magnetic momentums. So each part only we are calling as a domain. Okay, now what happening? If you place the same material in presence of external magnetical field, means what? We are taking north pole and south pole. What happening here? So in absence they are random direction, but whenever you place them in an external magnetical field, all domains are coming into the same direction of the magnetic momentum. How many domains they have? 6. All are coming either in upward direction or all are coming in the downward direction. Due to this one, is there any chance for cancellation? No. Why? Because all are in the same direction. That's why together is coming. So net momentum of this material will be very high. Then automatically strongly attached with this external magnetical field. Such materials only we are calling as a ferromagnetic. In competitive is asking this one only. Means in case of ferromagnetic, all domains are having same direction of magnetic moments. Either all are in the upward direction, all are in the downward direction. This by no chance for cancellation, the net momentum will be very high. Then automatically strong attract with external magnetical field is calling as a ferromagnetic substance. Now we are discussing about the fourth category. It is nothing but the antiferro substances. What is the meaning or what is the theoretical definition for this? You have a one substance. Theoretically, we are considering or we are expecting it is the ferromagnetic substance. But once you comes to practical, what happening? It is behave like a diamagnetic substance. Means its net momentum will be 0. So we have one more formula for magnetic momentum. Magnetic momentum U is equals to square root of N into N plus 2 BMs. BMs means what? Bohr magnetons. What is the meaning of N, sir? N means is nothing but number of unpaired electrons. Yes, because of unpaired electron, the material having magnetic momentum. Based on the number of unpaired electron, we are calculating the magnetic momentum of the substance. U is equals to under square root of N into N plus 2. N represents number of unpaired electron. BMs means Bohr magnetons. What we are telling? Antiferro means by seeing that one or by chemical nature we are expecting it is a ferromagnetic substance. But practically what happening? Dia. Why? Means if you take that particular substance, if you take either this side or that side, if you take that particular substance, you are placing that one in where magnetical field North Pole and South Pole. You are expecting from its chemical nature ferro, but practically it's becoming a dia substance. Why? Here how many domains are there? 6 domains. Out of 6 domains, 3 are in one direction, 3 are in another direction. Automatically what happening? Mutually cancellation will be going on. Due to mutual cancellation, net momentum is becoming 0. Such materials only we are calling as paramagnetic substance. What is that word? In this case, equal number of domains having opposite direction of which one? Magnetic momentum. Due to that opposite direction, mutual cancellation will be going on, that will become 0. Here very important examples for this: manganese oxides, manganese monoxide, manganese dioxide, and as well as we can take beryllium trioxide, and we can take chromium dioxide, Cr2O3, and as well as Fe2O3. Yes, this is asking in competitive examination, or this representation is asking. Just I will ask you one more question. You see, if you take for example 4 domains is there. Out of 4 domains, they are existing like this. Is it para, ferro, or anti-ferro? Anti-ferro. Why? Because 2 domains is upward direction, 2 domains in downward direction. That's why it is calling as an anti-ferro substance. Now, if you take one of the substance, in that substance all are in the upward direction, means 4 are in the same direction, becoming like a ferromagnetic substance. This one is asking. How can you represent the ferro, anti-ferro, and the last one is nothing but ferrimagnetic substance. Ferrimagnetic substances. This is also very important thing. Theoretically, we are expecting it is like a ferromagnetic substance according to its chemical nature, but practically or experimentally, it is having like a para. Para means is it strong magnetical field? No. Slightly magnetic nature is there. Such materials is calling as a ferrimagnetic substances. That's why happening like this. You see carefully, if you take one of these substance with the domains, in the 2 domains how many are there? 6 will be there. Out of 6, for example, 4 are in the upward direction, 2 are in the downward direction, in presence of where? External magnetical field. So then what happening? Somewhat cancellation will be going on. These 2 cancel with these 2. But still it has some less magnetic momentum. That's why it is acting as a paramagnetic substance. Okay, means is a substance in which unequal number of domains are having opposite direction of magnetic momentum. Then some domains are mutually cancelled in magnetic momentum, but still some momentum is there. Because of less momentum, it is acting as a paramagnetic substance. And what will come under these examples? Do you know magnetite formula? Core of iron Fe3O4, and it is calling as a magnetite. It will come under a metallurgy concept. And we have another special ferrites. It is a derivative of magnetite. Okay, for example, in this ferrite, one iron is replaced with magnesium. Why? Because iron valency 2, magnesium valency will be also 2. That's why out of 3 irons, 1 iron is replaced with magnesium. Mg Fe2O4. How you will call? Magnesium ferrite. Like that. If you can replace 1 iron with zinc, also possible. Zinc ferrite Fe2O4. These are the examples. Means if you take any material, ferro means all should be in the same direction, then net momentum will be high. Is a very strong magnetic nature, calling as a ferro. Means is equal number of domains are having opposite direction, cancellation will be happening, then it is calling as a anti-ferro. No, unequal number. For example, out of 6, 4 are in upward direction, 2 are in downward direction, somewhat cancellation, but still it has some magnetic momentum, that is calling as a ferrimagnetic substance. These magnetic properties, the theory concept is over. concept, some problems in the examination point of view. I will explain. What I am explaining that will be available in your material. Just I will write the question and I will give the explanation for that one. You have to follow very carefully for both competitive as well as theory point of view. See, first question I will explain. First question. See what is telling. A solid is made up of two elements P and Q. Just I will write it roughly. A solid substance is made up of two elements P and Q. And Q is in the CCP arrangement. Q is having CCP arrangement. What is meaning? Cubic close pattern. Okay. Next. And while atoms of P occupy all tetrahedral voids. P atoms is occupied all tetrahedral voids. Then what is the formula of the compound? Formula of the compound. This is the question. Yes. To solve this one, first of all, we have to discuss tetrahedral void, octahedral void concept. Okay. In any close packing, number of atoms which are involving either CCP or HCC, HCP or FCC are not a matter. Okay, in any close packing, number of atoms involving should be taken as n. Automatically, number of tetrahedral voids will come how much? Twice. 2n. Number of octahedral voids is only n will be there. Yes, if you know this one, we can solve all these bits. First of all, what has to be done? Solution for this. Which is involving in the close packing? So, Q is involving in the CCP. So, number of Q atoms in that compound is taken as how much? N. But, you know very well, P atom is occupying all tetrahedral voids. Yes or no? Okay, now, number of tetrahedral voids means how many? Number of tetrahedral voids will be coming how much? 2n. So automatically number of P atoms is P atom is occupying all tetrahedral voids. So number of P atoms will be coming how much? 2n. But I want to get the formula. So that's why I want to take the ratio of number of atoms. Ratio of number of atoms is nothing but number of P atoms is to number of Q atoms. How many P atoms is there? 2n is to how many Q atoms is there? Only n. For the common factor n, delete it. What is coming then? 2 is to 1. Means number of P atoms is 2, number of Q atoms is 1. Automatically formula of the compound. Formula of compound is equals to how many P atoms? 2. How many Q atoms? 1. Is nothing but P to Q. Very simple things. We can understand. And I will give you one more question for you. We will solve it. See carefully. Okay, a compound is formed by two elements X and Y. Second problem, a compound is formed by X and Y. Okay, take X and Y. Next, atoms of element Y, it is involving in the CCP. Y is forming CCP. You know very well. Automatically what we can take? Number of Y atoms is equals to taken as n. That's only concept. Later we have to see those atoms of X occupy all octahedral voids. X atom is at all octahedral voids. Yes, automatically number of octahedral voids will be how many? N only. Automatically number of X atoms will be coming how much? Also n. So then I want to find out the formula for that ratio of atoms is nothing but n of X is to n of Y. How many X atoms will be there? N is to how many Y atoms is there? Also n. Common factor n. Divide it. What is coming? 1 is to 1. So formula of the compound. Formula of compound. What will be coming? X 1, yes or no, and Y also 1, nothing but X1, Y1. Can we write it as XY? Yes. the formula of the compound. All of you get it? Yes. Just I will give you some other problems for you. See the third question. Atoms of B forms HCP lattice. B forms which one? HCP lattice, hexagonal close packing. Yes, which is involved in the close packing, that corresponding number should be taken as n. So automatically number of B atoms should be taken as some number n. Okay. Next, what is telling? Good question. Atoms of A occupy 2/3 of tetrahedral. A occupy 2/3 of tetrahedral voids. Yes, from this we can get a number of tetrahedral voids will be how much according to formula? 2n. But all our tetrahedral voids is occupied by A. No, only 2/3 is occupied. That's why what we can write, number of A atoms is equals to how much? 2/3 of tetrahedral voids. Okay, 2/3 of tetrahedral voids will be how many? 2n. Yes, what is coming then? 4n by 3 is coming. That is related to which atoms? A atoms. Very simple. And now how to do which one? Number of, or nothing but ratio of A and B atoms is equals to number of A atoms is to number of B atoms. A atoms number is how much? 4n by 3 is 2. B atoms is how many? N. So common factor is what? N. Cancel. What is coming then? 4 by 3 is to 1. Can we express the formula in fraction? Should not. Should be always number of particles in the molecular compound should be whole number. For that, what I am doing, this I want to delete the 3 from denominator. For that, right side I am doing into 3 by 3. So before that, write down one more step. 4 is to 1, 4 by 3 is to 1 is coming. But I want to delete the 3 from the denominator from left side. That's why I want to get the 3 in right side denominator. For that, into 3 by 3 I am doing. Any problem? No. Then what we can delete denominator, we can cancel it. After that, what is coming? 4 is to 3. What is the formula of the compound? Number of A 4, number of B 3. So formula of the compound is nothing but A4 B3. So little bit important for competitive also this one. Why? Because some fractional number is given. Okay? Yes. Now I will give you one more question. Yes. You see, a compound formed by elements X and Y crystallizes in cubic structure where X atom is at corners of the cube. Okay. Fourth question. Two elements is there, X and Y. They are forming the crystal. Okay. Now what is the X atom is at corners. X is at corners. Next, what is the Y atom is at 6 face centers. Y is at face centers. So what is the formula of the compound? Very simple. So whatever crystal you can take, how many corners will be possibility? 8 corners will be possible. All 8 corners belongs to only one unit cell. No, contribution has to be considered. How much? 1 by 8. Yes or no? Together we are getting how much? 1. Okay, what about the face centers? 6 face centers is possible for any type of unit cell. But what is the contribution? 1 by 2. Very good. Then we are getting how much? 3 atoms. Then do it. The ratio of the number of atoms is X is to number of Y is equals to 1 is to 3. Nothing but formula. X number will be 1 and Y number will be 3. So we can write it as XY3. Very simple problems. Okay, next just I will give you one more question for you. Okay, just I will ask you one question. For example, you have a one crystal A and B. The compound is made up of A and B. Full clarity is there. So A atom is at corners, and B atom is at face centers. But one of B atom is missing. one of B atom is missing, then what is the formula of the compound? You got the question? A, B is forming the compound or crystal. A atom is at corner, B atom is at face center, but one B atom is missing. Then what is the formula of the compound? Just you see carefully for this continuation I am writing here. So which is at corner? A atom. Automatically number of A atoms is nothing but corners. How many corners is coming among? 8. Contribution 1 by 8, nothing but 1. Actually number of B atoms or where face centers. Actually how many will come? 6 face centers will be coming. All are present? No. One is missing. Delete it. Okay. From 6, one B particle is missing. Minus. After that contribution is how much? 1 by 2. Then what is coming? 5 into 1 by 2 is nothing but 5 by 2. Are you ready? Yes. Now I want to compound formula. Number of A is to number of B is equals to 1 is to B. 5 by 2 as like previous. I want to delete the 2 from denominator of the right side. What I should do? 1 into 2. Left side also have to do into by 2. Is there any problem? No. Is 2. What is coming? 5 by 2. 2 cancel from the denominator. Then we are getting 2 is to 5. What is the 2 means? Number of A atoms. So can we write it as A2 and B atoms is 5. A2 B5. Good question. All of you clear? Okay. This is related to tetrahedral or octahedral. Now I will solve one more important problem in this density related problems. Okay. I think you know already formula for the density. What is the formula? Density is equals to Zm by A cube into Na. Yes, we know very well. Z is equals to number of atoms in the unit cell. Yes or no? Number of atoms in a unit cell. And what is the meaning of M? Gram atomic weight. Gram atomic weight. A means what? Edge length. Edge length. Generally atomic weight is coming in where? Grams. CGS units has to be taken for length. What are the CGS units? Centimeters. And what is the Na? Avogadro number. Avogadro number means 6.023 into 10 to the power of 23. This is a density formula. It is also very important for 2 marks question as well as competitive point of view. Just I will ask you one question. An element has atomic mass is 60. So gram atomic weight of an element is 60 given. Indirectly given as M. Okay? Yes. Next. It is a face-centered cubic unit cell. FCC. Under FCC, what is the Z value for FCC? You know very well. How many? 8 corners. Contribution 1 by 8. Face centers 6. Contribution 1 by 2. Together we are getting 4 atoms. 8 into 1 by 8. 1 plus 3. 4 atoms is coming. Z also take out. Every time we need to calculate, to practice, we will get it. Next, what is given? Edge length of the unit cell is 400 picometers. Edge length. Denoted by A is equals to 400 picometers. And Avogadro number is also mentioned, but he is asking about the density of the crystal. This question, very simple. Now, gram atomic weight we are taking in which one? Grams. Compulsory we have to convert these picometers into centimeters. How is that one? 400. Okay. Pico means multiple. 10 to the power of minus 12 meters. Still it is in MKS. But do simplification. 400 into 10 to the power of minus 12 into 1 meter is equals to how many centimeters? 10 to the power of 2 centimeters. Do simplification. We did same questions in atomic structure, the energy and wavelength. You see, 400 into 10 to the power of minus 12 plus 2 comes like minus 10 centimeters. I think still we can convert or we can simplify. We can write it as 4 into 10 square into 10 to the power of minus 10 centimeters. I have written 100 as 10 square. Still we can do simplification. 4 into 10 to the power of 2, 10 to the power of minus 10 is becoming like 10 to the power of minus 8 centimeters. This should be considered as a H. Substitute in the density formula. Zm by A cube into Na. So Z value will be how much? 4. Atomic mass is 60 by H length 4 into 10 to the power of minus 8 whole cube into Avogadro number 6.023 into 10 to the power of 23. 10 to the power of 23. Do simplification. 240 by 4 cubes 64 into 10 to the power of minus 8 whole cube 10 to the power of minus 24 into 6.023 into 10 to the power of 23. Still we can do simplification. It's coming 240. 240 by 64 into 6.023 into, what is this one? Minus 24. This is plus 23 becoming minus 1. Minus 1 comes up, it is becoming like power 1. What are the units for density? Gram per cc. Cc means cubic centimeter. You solve that one, we are getting around 6.226 gram per cc is coming. This is the which one? Density of the crystal. Like this, we will solve different questions, but what is the formula for the density is equals to Zm by A cube into Na. All of you clear? Yes. We will solve one more problem.